to lie to you, and I know I can tell you the truth.
Shut up right now. You don't ever do that to me.
I'm so.
Shut up.
And I found some cocaine in my pocket. The only thing I did was took it out of my pocket, Mr. Simpson. That's all I did. I would never lie to you, ever.
Well, you need to tell me the truth. No, you hold up. Don't tell me to hold up.
I'm not lying to you, Mr. Simpson.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
Presiding over a fiery hearing featuring a defendant who's been caught red-handed lying under oath. And trust me, his defense, absolutely outrageous. You won't believe the excuses he's throwing out there. It's like he genuinely thinks he can talk his way out of this one. But don't take my word for it. Watch for yourself and let me know in the comments. Do you think he stands a chance, or is this just a disaster in the making? Let's jump right in and see how it all unfolds.
Several weeks or in mid-November, if my recollection serves me right, he was counsel for that. It was he has not had any other positive tests since. There has been multiple tests. Your Honor has the report.
I do.
Your Honor, Mr. Watkins reports that he has not used cocaine. He has not used marijuana since being ordered not to. And those. Right. That's why I was hoping to.
Hold on, before he says that, if you want me to call over and get the amount.
Well, that's what I was wondering, Judge. If the lab amounts were going, if the amounts were going down progressively with each test, that would be indicative of.
Can I speak, Simpson?
You can if you want to, but you might want to let your attorney talk to you.
No, I don't mind speaking at all. I mean, as far as the marijuana, Mr. Simpson, like I said, since the day I've been going over there, I haven't smoked weed since. And I have no reason to lie to you. Why would I lie to you? I can just tell you the truth. I would just tell you, yes, I smoked, but I haven't smoked marijuana since. As far as the cocaine, like I told my attorney, I was going through my old clothes. Like I wouldn't lie to you. I would have no reason to lie to you at all. I'm doing great in my life. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I showed up to court. You didn't have to put a warrant out for me.
Can you order the results of the marijuana?
Yes.
I need levels.
Yeah, please. I haven't smoked at all, period, Mr. Simpson. If I did, I would tell you. I have no reason to lie to you. And I can just simply say, yeah, I smoked. I slipped up here and there. But I never have. I never smoked since the day I've been through the report. Not one time. Not one time have I smoked, period. Not once.
So what's up with the cocaine?
I told you, like I was going through my clothes. I can talk. I don't mind talking. And I found some cocaine in my pocket. The only thing I did was took it out of my pocket, Mr. Simpson. That's all I did, and took it straight to the. I could have sold it. I could have did a whole lot of stuff with it. But I told you I'm doing so good in my life right now. I took it straight to the toilet stool and flushed it. I have no reason to lie, Mr.
So
Simpson.
why is it showing up in your system?
I don't know. I just touched it, Mr. Simpson. I never used cocaine in my life, ever. Just touching it.
You know,
Mr. Simpson, I would never.
No, listen. I've been doing this for a minute. I can't believe you're like an amoeba. What, are you absorbing it through your skin like
yes,
that?
Mr. Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Simpson, I promise you.
Give me the levels on the cocaine too, please.
Yeah, please, Mr. Simpson. I wouldn't lie to you. I have no.
Okay. I don't know how you get 152 million. How do you do that?
Can I talk, Mr. Simpson?
I would.
Well, you've been talking.
Oh, listen, please. Let me clear this up to you.
I have to say, I've never seen someone look more guilty in my life. This guy might as well be wearing a sign that says, "Yep, I did it." No innocent person keeps cutting off their own lawyer, who actually knows the law, just to shout, "I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie." Saying it a dozen times doesn't exactly make it more believable. It's like watching a kid covered in cookie crumbs, swearing they never went near the cookie jar. Except this time, it's a courtroom, and the stakes are a whole lot higher. Even the Fifth Amendment is probably shaking its head, wishing he knew how to use it properly. I'm not going to lie, this case is turning into pure entertainment. Time to grab some more popcorn. But what do you think? Are you buying his defense, or is this just one big legal train wreck? Let's break it all down.
No, I don't see how, since I would never lie to you, ever. Ever. I've never used cocaine in my life. Only thing I did was touch it. Miss Willard was right there when I showed her. and I took it straight to the, I don't know if it stayed in my system when I flushed it or whatever, but I could take a lie detector test. I never used cocaine in my life, Mr. Simpson.
How does it stay in your system when it didn't get there?
When it didn't get there,
You took cocaine out of some old clothes,
right?
took it right from there to the bathroom.
I didn't say old cloud out of a jacket I had that was in storage, Mr. Simpson. I would never.
And then I know you would never lie to me.
Okay.
And so then you didn't do anything with that cocaine.
Mr. Simpson,
And then somehow or another that gets into your system at these levels.
Mr. Simpson.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Okay, listen.
Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to wait for the levels to come across. In the interim, Mr. Allen, take him back, put him in, and then we'll bring you back out.
Okay,
and then I'll do that.
Okay.
I'd let you talk.
I know. Can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Listen, Mr. Simpson, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I call every week and go drop, right? If I'm using cocaine, there's no way in the world I would have went over there and dropped. I would have came in, I would have called over there, told him something, and missed the whole thing, Mr. Simpson. I would have missed it. I would have made an excuse. I would have went to the hospital. Or I could have said this. Oh, somebody put some cocaine in the weed, and I accidentally smoked. And it was in the weed. I could have told you all of that. But I'm telling you the honest to God truth, Mr. Simpson. The honest to God truth. I did not smoke no weed. And if I did that, I could have told you that. You're a fair guy. You've been fair with me every time I came in here. Every time I ever came and seen you, you always been fair with me. So I wouldn't stand in front of you and lie to you. And if I did use cocaine, I would ask for help. I've been doing good for 18 months, period. Working every day, taking care of Miss Willa grandmother for 10 months straight. I never lied to you, Mr. Simpson. I wouldn't do that when I know I can ask you for help.
Okay. I'm going to get levels and then deal with your case at some other point. But right now, you're going to go with my bailiff. We'll get that information, and then we'll bring you back out.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Simpson.
Unless you want me to.
No, I don't.
Okay,
really
but if
don't.
you keep talking, it's going to be tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay, stop talking. Good, there we go. Okay.
Before Judge Simpson completely loses it, I have to say, this might be one of the most outrageous court hearings I've ever seen. First off, this guy actually tried to convince the court that he accidentally absorbed cocaine through his skin. Yeah, that's not how science works, my guy. Cocaine doesn't just soak in like hand sanitizer. You'd have to ingest it or at least have an open wound. That's like saying you got drunk just from holding a beer. Completely ridiculous. And just when you think it can't get worse, he starts bringing God into his excuse. Like that's going to erase the charges. Not only is using God's name to lie totally wrong, but it's also a terrible legal strategy. This is perjury we're talking about, a felony. And the courts don't play around with that. It's painfully obvious he's lying. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Judge Simpson is already thinking about additional charges. Honestly, every time this guy says, "I wouldn't lie to you," he just digs himself into a deeper hole. But what do you think? Does he have any chance here? Or is this a complete legal disaster? Let's dive back in.
About this
He needs to just tell
test.
me, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Getty, but he needs to just tell me the truth. I mean, that, we can sit there and play this game, but the cold-hearted reality of what happened is he almost goes down to a zero after it kind of falls off, and then all of a sudden it just shoots back up. Then he's trying to tell me that on the 19th of November, that all of a sudden this cocaine through some osmosis process, I don't know how that all of a sudden just gets into his system. So he's just got to start being honest and don't sit up here and say, "I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Simpson," because this tells me you did.
Mr. Simpson, I would take a lie detector test for you. I would go over there.
I'm done.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I could say, one other thing is that he's been working steady for the last 18 months. He is a caregiver for his significant other's mother. His life is a much markedly different thing now than it was even in October. This is a
Well, he needs to tell me the truth.
Hold up, Mr.
I mean, no, you hold up. Don't tell me to hold up. You sit up there and tell me.
I'm not lying to you, Mr.
Oh,
Simpson.
we don't want to do that. We're done. We're done.
Did I smoke weed, baby?
We're done.
I never.
We're done.
Listen, I'm not
Done.
lying to
You
you.
do not yell at me.
I am not
Ever.
lying.
Do
I
not
can't
yell at me ever.
Hold up. This is the
Ever.
first time
No,
ever
you
me
do
telling-
not hold up.
I'm telling
Do
you the
not
truth,
yell.
Mr.
You do
Simpson.
not talk to me that way.
Man, I can't
You
believe
do
it.
not talk to me that
I'm
way.
not trying to
Ever.
be disrespectful.
Ever.
But I came in here when I was full of garbage. You worked with me. Now I'm telling you the truth, and you telling me I'm lying to you? I have no reason to lie to you, and I know I can tell you the truth. When I used to come in here and I have nothing to stand on, you gave me every chance in the world, Mr.
I
Simpson.
did. I did.
contempt.
That's why
I can't believe it.
why I expect the truth from you.
That's what
I'm
I
looking
told
at the
you.
graphs.
Even when I came in here, I was full of garbage, Mr. Simpson. You let me go. I'm telling you the truth now, and you think I'm lying to you? I'm taking care of her grandma. I've been doing this for 10 months straight. I've been working. I'm paying child support. I got my name on the lease on the house. I never came in front of you and I had these things accomplished. Now you think I would lie to you? When I know that you're a man and let me finish talking, please. I didn't mean to yell at you, Mr. Simpson. I got the utmost respect for you. And I always have. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Simpson. I promise you, I'm so sorry for raising my voice. But I wouldn't lie to you when I know I can tell you the truth.
Don't ever do that to me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Simpson.
Shut up right now. You don't ever do that to me.
I'm so.
No, shut up.
I can't believe you doing
And I know my mom taught me better than that, but you better shut up.
I can't believe you
Shut up and turn around. Just shut up. I sat up there and I listened to you. I did all of that. I don't believe your story about the cocaine. What I was serious, do not say another word, because if you say another word, you're gone. I'm done. I went over and I said I was hoping that the graphs would come back and they would indicate to me that you had not used THC. I was hoping there was something in your story.
Man, I ain't lying to you. Hey, babe, what's the phone number?
I honestly can't believe this guy is real. It's like he wanted to go to jail. Every single thing he did just made his situation worse. I mean, you can't just talk your way out of cocaine charges, especially when the prosecution has solid evidence. So why on earth didn't he let his lawyer do the talking? You could see his lawyer was over it. Defending someone who won't stop talking. Impossible. Every word out of his mouth just incriminated him further. Like he thought yelling loud enough would make the judge forget why he was even there. And let's be real. This is exactly how people on cocaine act. Erratic, irrational, and completely out of control. Even if he wasn't high, withdrawal could explain a lot. That stuff messes with your dopamine, making you feel invincible 1 minute and paranoid the next. No wonder he couldn't sit still, kept interrupting, and thought arguing was his best defense. It was painfully obvious he wasn't thinking straight, just panicking and making everything worse. But props to Judge Simpson for handling it well. The guy wouldn't stop, so honestly, I don't blame the judge for kicking him out. With back-to-back cases all day, the last thing he needs is some loud, obnoxious guy yelling at him. If this guy had just kept quiet and let his attorney do his job, he might have had a shot at probation. But instead, full-blown courtroom meltdown. Definitely not the place to throw a tantrum. Anyway, that's a wrap for today. What do you guys think? Was this the worst defense ever, or have you seen worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new content every single day. Thanks for watching,